What's up, everybody? Ken here, also known as Sci Guy or MI, aka Silent 85. I want to do another gamer log. Fan Festival 2024 is over. Lady Psylocke and I went, hung out, had a great time. I ended up in the ER afterwards for bronchitis, serious bronchitis, apparently. I'm still dealing with this stuff, so if you hear my voice go in and out, I've been coughing the last 5 days like crazy, nonstop episodes. I'm okay, but this shit is kicking my ass. So that's where I'm at health wise. Other than that, hanging in there. It's work, life as usual. But I want to show off some of the stuff that I picked up at the festival. We only got to go um, for about 4 or 5 hours this last weekend on Saturday, and but man, it was worth it. It was really cool. I got some cool pictures. I shared them on social media. Again, I didn't put them on here, sadly, but I'll link them on the YouTube channel feed, community feed, if I haven't already. But I wanted to share what I got. I got a few things. I want to let y'all know. We did have a great time. Um, I mentioned the ER. That's not to scare anybody. Again, I've already gone over all that, but it was just a hell of a thing. Um, I was having trouble breathing, coughing a lot. I was like chugging cough syrup, and then so yeah, so it's a bronchitis, almost a double bronchitis. I didn't even know that was possible. Apparently, it is. But man, we had a great time. So we got to get away. We went to go see Back to the Future Part Two in theaters for the anniversary. They redid it. It wasn't Part Three, my favorite one, but it was Part Two. So we had a great time. So let's jump right into it. I was able to find a couple of things, a couple of really cool stuff, some art, signed art, and I'll get to that in just a minute. But I was able to find a pretty pristine copy of Pitfall, the Mayan Adventure. I got this for about, it wasn't too bad. I won't go into real pricing here, but it wasn't too bad. It's about what you would expect it to be online. And this is complete. So it's really awesome. There's a little bit of denting on this side. But it's really cool. It is complete. Had everything with it. Let's whip it out real quick. Giggity. Um, the game is in phenomenal um, condition. It's great. Contacts are good. Pitfall's always been. Pitfall was one of the very first games that, for lack of a better way to put it, I fell in love with. Um, I first played it on the Atari 2600. Loved it. I think it was mostly because the Croc scared the shit out of me, but it was really fun. There's a game manual. Everything's really good on it. Or, excuse me, survival guide. Um, but at Pitfall, I've got the Pitfall and Television game in the back. I've got it on Sega Genesis. I don't think it's complete on the Sega Genesis though. I'd have to look. I think I have it on Atari, but it might be in a box somewhere. Anyway, this was a great find. I'm sorry if any of this is reversed or upside down. I'm messing with video editing nowadays. You're probably gonna see captions pop up on this video, but um, so there's all that. So there's that. That's Pitfall. This was a great find. Um, again, got it at a dealer that actually he mods. He does some really hardcore modding of certain systems. It was really cool. He was a vendor there, so it's part of his personal collection he was getting rid of. The next thing up, and this is a first for me, but I found myself collecting card decks in general. Um, I've currently got Fantastic Beasts where to find them, DC Bombshells, Dark Knight, um, World of Warcraft, dinosaurs, all kinds of stuff for playing cards. Then I saw this and I was like, you know what? Why not? This is a Lord of the Rings tarot deck. Now, look, honestly, I'm not not tarot. I mean, I think tarot is interesting. I think the connection between cards or lithography of any kind, or designs or patterns in nature connecting um, to the universe in certain ways. I think it's totally feasible. I do think that there is energies out there or whatnot, but I don't put this stuff into practice. I just thought this was really cool, and I wanted to pick it up. So we got that. I didn't get it at a bad deal either, but I don't know if this is officially. I don't know if this is officially licensed. I would assume so, but it's got the not exactly standard art, I would think. So anyway, there's that. That was really cool. I think that's about the only time you ever really see anything remotely um, a part of the occult. Although tarot decks have become so mainstream lately, it's crazy. But although I have mentioned, I've talked about supernatural, ghosts, other realms, all kinds of stuff. I'm very open-minded in that regard. I believe, you know, um, everything's connected, multiverse, whatnot, what have you. Um, we won't get into all that here, but I've talked about that previously. But next up is artwork. And this was really cool. I was actually able to locate um, Lauren Wright's booth, her setup at Fan Festival, and I was able to get some of my favorite characters. And actually, one of these ladies Psylocke spotted, and she was like, "Ooh, you need to get that." So this is Morgan from Darkstalkers. Some of Lauren Wright's work on that. This is great. I don't have these in protectors yet. I got to do that. Some people are probably yelling at me right now. This is the one the lady Psylocke spotted. I'm a big Jessica Rabbit fan. Um, I've actually been working on some AI art with her. I've been, I'll be honest, I've been kind of nerding out with like a Sims mentality. Maybe back in the day, I was like a Barbie mentality of like putting different characters together. No offense to Ken Masters' wife in the Street Fighter lore, but I've been hooking up Jessica with Ken Masters. They've been they've been having an affair, and it's pretty fucked up to be honest. The whole situation. Like I don't get graphic with it, but it's like their everyday lives of like her and Ken are at baseball games doing chores around the house and all this while his wife's at home. Um, so I don't know. Look, it's just something I'm to do in the free time, especially while I'm dealing with this bronchitis crap. But anyway, um, and then Darkstalkers related. This is another Lauren, right? And for Felicia. Felicia is another Darkstalker. These are awkward holdups, but this was really cool. So anyway, this was really cool. She's an awesome personality, very personable, um, and very friendly. Just very sorry, very trying to get dust off. She was just great to deal with. She does such really good work too. I like it. So that's Lauren Wright. Next up, Lady Salak and I actually met Jeremy Clark as well. Fantastic guy. He remembered me from the last time we were there, and I think it was because of the hat I was wearing. It wasn't this one. What hat was I wearing? I think it was a Mario hat. I think it was the white firepower Mario hat I had been wearing. Lady Salak and I were dressed up as twinsies. Um, Nintendo fans, basically, Mario hats, shirts, whatnot. Um, but so anyway, he remembered me, and it was really cool that he kind of called that out and said, "It's good to see me again," all this and that. So like, I mean, he could have just been being nice, but if so, he sold it really well. It was very personable, very approachable. So um, I was able to get my hands on. I might have to zoom out, but it's Street Fighter versus TMNT. This is a series, a comic series that I have yet to actually read, and I've got it on my Amazon wish list. Um, and it's just phenomenal artwork, just phenomenal, man. And it's got some of the core characters in there too, so it's really cool. Sorry about the reflection of the light. But it's amazing. It was an amazing find. I saw it. I had to have it. Um, this is it's in a protector with one of Lady Psylocke's arts, which I don't believe I have the right to show off as of yet, so I'm not going to do that. But that's um that's all that. So like I said, we had a great time. Um, got to talk with some really cool folks. Aside from the ER, the day was great. The weekend was great. We got away for a couple of nights, which I needed. Um, it feels good. Whenever you can, it's very important to not just as a couple, but also for yourself as an individual to get away, get some time to yourself. Especially if you're the type of person that you give a lot and you tend to carry a lot, even if you just put it on yourself. Um, take care of yourself. Get away. Take time to yourself. Get some air. Get some space for a night or two. Um, and it's something that her and I was able to do, which is great because obviously this is something we plan at least once or twice a year, um, and it's been great every time. So we also, I want to mention this because anybody that's ever been to a convention knows what a fucking nightmare this can be. We lucked out hardcore with parking. We got there late in the day on Saturday, and most of the time when you get to later day in a convention, it's you're usually parking like quarter of a mile out or something. They were so overflowing at that point that they had to open up um, reserved off handicap spaces, and they put people not in the handicap spaces, but on the spaces in between. And for the parking where we were at the convention center, the spot they put us in was literally right by the front door. Those sections that they usually have sectioned off for people to walk through, they open them up to allow parking, and we were right there at the front door, right at the front door. That's a win, and I'm carrying that for the next few weeks. Lady Salak and I were just amazed. It was fantastic. But anyway, thank you all for hanging out. Stay safe, stay sane. Remember, you're awesome. Never let the road say otherwise. We've got more content coming up. As soon as this clears out, it'll be a lot more. And, we'll go from there. I will see you soon. Peace.